Luke 8:40 through 56. Jesus, hope for hopelessness. As I'm reading the story of Jairus in Luke 8:40 through 46 in the ESV, I can't help but imagine myself in Jairus' shoes. I've had a daughter and loved ones who desperately needed a miracle in their illnesses when they're at death's door. I imagine Jairus desperately rushing in haste to find Jesus as his only and last hope to save his daughter's life. He must have heard of Jesus' miracles and healings or recognized that Jesus was the one true Messiah. What would we do? What would we pay? What would we give if we could just save our child from death's door? As Jairus finds Jesus, there's a woman who also needs healing, who distracts Jesus. I wonder how Jairus must have felt at that time. How would you have felt? You try everything you can, you're in haste, you're trying to rush, you have no other options, and you will even give your own life just to do this one thing, to find that rest or that comfort or that healing that you need for a loved one or for yourself when you've been in these trying moments. And it seems like no matter what you do, the more that you do, the more obstacles seem to arise. This poor woman needed healing herself and did all that she can do to get that one touch of healing. She boldly and desperately approached her healing. I imagine Jairus must have felt or become more discouraged, defeated, and desperate with every passing moment. The more he tries, the more obstacles seem to appear. Have you ever felt like that? Or how often have we felt defeated, even in the midst of Jesus? Jesus later on tells him, "Do not fear, only believe and she will be well." In verse 50. When Jesus finally makes his way to Jairus' daughter, he takes her hand and calls, "Child, arise." And her spirit returns and she gets up at once. And this is in Luke 8:54 through 55. Whenever you're at hopelessness, whenever you're in despair, discouraged, when you don't know what else to do and all else seems lost, remember, if you are a believer, you have Christ in your midst. You do have the Holy Spirit. For Jesus is hope for hopeless. He is life. He is hope in hopelessness. If you don't know Jesus, perhaps this is an invitation to know him. For it's Christ in you, the hope of glory, which is another message for another time. Jesus is the hope in hopelessness. God bless.